You are sitting in a quiet coffee shop when suddenly your cheeks burn hot red for no obvious reason. Someone compliments your work and boom, your face turns bright crimson. Or maybe you are watching a heartwarming reunion video and without warning, tears start streaming down your cheeks, even though you are genuinely happy. Then in the middle of a boring meeting, your jaw stretches wide in a huge, uncontrollable yawn. These little moments happen to all of us every single day. Yet most people have no idea why their body does them. Why do Americans blush, yawn, and cry happy tears so easily and so often? Today we are diving deep into the surprising psychology and hidden science behind these three everyday behaviors that feel completely mysterious until you understand them. This is the kind of relatable, viral psychology that makes you text your friends and say you have to watch this. Stick with me until the end, because these insights will forever change how you see yourself and the people around you, and you will never look at a blush, a yawn, or happy tears the same way again. Let us start with blushing, the most socially awkward yet strangely beautiful human signal. Imagine you make a small mistake in a meeting, and instantly your face flushes pink. Your heart races, your skin feels hot, and you wish you could disappear. Blushing is one of the most uniquely human reactions, and scientists believe it evolved as a powerful social tool. When we blush, blood rushes to the tiny vessels in our cheeks and neck, making us visibly red. A fascinating study from the University of California found that people who blush after making a social error are actually liked more and trusted more by others. Why? Because blushing is an honest, non-verbal apology. It silently says, "I know I messed up, I feel embarrassed, and I care what you think." It shows vulnerability and humility, which are highly valued in American social and work culture. Unlike other animals, humans are the only species that blushes, because we are the only ones who live in such complex reputation-based societies. Every time you blush, your brain is automatically trying to repair social bonds and prevent rejection. Next time your cheeks heat up, instead of feeling ashamed, remember this is your body's built-in way of saying, "I am human, I care, and I want to stay connected." Blushing is not a weakness. It is evolutionary proof that you are wired for empathy and belonging. Now let us talk about yawning, the behavior that spreads faster than any virus in a room. You see someone yawn, and suddenly your own mouth opens wide, even if you are not tired. This contagious yawning happens in Americans more than almost any other daily action, and the psychology behind it is surprisingly deep. For decades, people thought yawning was simply about getting more oxygen. But modern brain research tells a different story. Functional MRI studies show that yawning actually cools down your brain when it gets too warm or stressed. Your brain runs hot during focused work or emotional situations, and a big yawn increases blood flow and sends cooler air across the sinuses, acting like a natural radiator. But the real magic is why it is so contagious. Scientists at the University of Connecticut discovered that contagious yawning is linked to empathy and social bonding. When you see someone yawn, your mirror neurons fire the same ones that help you feel what others feel. People who score higher on empathy tests yawn more contagiously. In American culture, where we spend so much time in meetings, classrooms, and open offices, yawning becomes a subtle way our brains stay socially synchronized. It is like an unconscious signal that says, "I am paying attention to you, and I am tuned into your state." So the next time you catch yourself yawning after your colleague do not feel rude. Your brain is actually showing emotional intelligence, trying to connect and regulate itself at the same time. Yawning is not boredom. It is your mind's clever way of staying alert and socially aware. The third mysterious behavior might be the most emotional one: crying happy tears. You finish watching a beautiful movie or see your best friend achieve something amazing, and suddenly your eyes welling up with tears even though you feel pure joy, not sadness. Happy tears are one of the most touching and least understood human responses. Psychological research from Yale University and others reveals that these tears happen when we experience an overwhelming positive emotion that exceeds our normal capacity to process it. Your brain releases a flood of feel-good chemicals like oxytocin and endorphins, but at the same time it detects a kind of emotional overload. The tears act as a safety valve, releasing the excess intensity so you can return to emotional balance. Studies show that people who cry happy tears report feeling lighter, calmer, and more connected afterward. In American culture, we see this at graduations, weddings, sports victories, and even during surprise reunions. These tears are not random. They signal that something deeply meaningful has touched your core values: love, achievement, belonging, or beauty. Happy tears also strengthen social bonds. When others see you cry from joy, they feel closer to you, because the tears reveal your authentic emotional depth. So the next time tears spill during a happy moment, do not wipe them away in embarrassment. They are your body's beautiful way of saying, "This matters to me more than words ever could." Happy tears turn ordinary moments into profound ones and remind us how richly we are capable of feeling. These three behaviors, blushing, yawning, and crying happy tears, may seem unrelated at first, but they share one powerful psychological thread. They are all automatic, honest signals that reveal our deepest social and emotional wiring. Blushing repairs social mistakes and builds trust. Contagious yawning keeps us connected and mentally regulated in groups. Happy tears release emotional overload and deepen our bonds with others. In a fast-paced American life filled with screens and surface-level interactions, these ancient responses remind us that we are still profoundly human. They cut through the noise and show our vulnerability, empathy, and capacity for joy. Understanding them gives you a new lens for everyday moments. When you blush, you can smile inside, knowing your body is protecting your relationships. When you yawn with someone, you can appreciate the invisible thread of empathy linking you. When happy tears come, you can let them flow, knowing they are celebrating what truly matters. Now here is the most exciting part. These insights are not just interesting facts. They give you practical power in daily life. Next time you feel yourself blushing in a conversation, own it lightly, with a small laugh. Research shows that acknowledging a blush actually makes people like you even more, because it shows self-awareness. In meetings or with friends, when yawning spreads around the room, use it as a gentle cue to suggest a quick stretch or break. Your team will appreciate the empathy. And when happy tears show up at a family gathering, or while watching your child succeed, lean into them. Share the moment openly. These small actions turn ordinary psychology into stronger connections and more meaningful experiences. Americans experience these behaviors so frequently because our culture values authenticity, emotional expression, and social harmony, even when we do not realize it. By understanding the science, you move from feeling awkward or confused to feeling empowered and deeply human. You now carry a new appreciation for these once unexplained behaviors. Blushing, yawning, and crying happy tears are no longer random quirks. They are elegant solutions your brain and body created over thousands of years to help you survive, thrive, and connect in a complex social world. The next time any of them happens, pause for just a second and smile. Your body's doing exactly what it was designed to do, showing that you care, that you belong, and that you are capable of beautiful, deep feelings. These little moments are what make life rich and relatable. Share this video with someone who has ever blushed in public, yawned at the wrong time, or cried during a happy song, because the psychology behind it will spark the exact kind of conversation that brings people closer. You are not strange for experiencing these things. You are wonderfully human, and now you know exactly why. Let that truth settle in, and watch how it changes the way you move through your day with more compassion, more understanding, and more joy in the simple, beautiful ways your body speaks. The science is clear. These behaviors are gifts. Embrace them fully and enjoy being perfectly, imperfectly human.